been getting into Sorare, and I just thought I'd make a video talking through me putting together my first team. I mean, I did, as you can see, put together a team here last week, but it was very much thrown together, finding cheap players using market credits, and yeah, I thought I'd just go through my decision making process, and I love any help if anyone's watching. So that's kind of just what I'm going for here. So I think if we start looking at last week, and I can kind of just talk through what I did, which is probably really stupid. So I signed up using Nepenthes' link, and obviously I got the $50 market credit. So I bought some cheap players because I knew I had to buy them on Insta, but I think, oh, maybe I'll get some value out of them, like Jack Harrison, who is like the worst footballer on this game ever. I mean, he's not a bad footballer, obviously, but 36, like, he's going to do nothing. Yeah, obviously didn't do very well. David Brooks I thought was a decent pickup because he's been doing alright for Bournemouth, and I am a Bournemouth fan, so as you can probably see, so that is why I've got so many of them players. And then you've got Boubacar Kamara. Again, I thought cheap, and he got injured after, what was it? I don't know if it says. Got injured after 16 minutes. I don't think it's too long term, so that shouldn't be too bad. We've got Nesri Konsa as well. Just another cheap player that I thought. But anyway, that's last week. Don't really care about that now. This week we've got 2 hours to submit the lineups. I didn't enter anything in the middle, or I did, but didn't win anything because I didn't have any players that I could really use. My logic kind of going into it has been, I'm not spent too much money. I've got a Google sheet that I can put up where I've tracked everything so far. So let me pull it up. There you go. Oh, come on. Google Sheets. Should have already had this all up and ready to go. On the slowest computer in the world. Come on. There we go. So yeah, so I've got the amount deposited and the current valuation. This isn't updated and it doesn't have every single player on, but it's got most of them. So let's have a look here. So we've got MLS. I've bought some players for MLS, and I've kind of built the team. So we're going to do Premier League as well. If we start with Premier League, so I did actually, funnily enough, I threw the team together last week, but I still managed to get promoted. Jan Bednarak, I don't know how. He is just such a monster in this game. He's so cheap. What is he? I can't list him anyway because I bought him for unregister him. Yeah, 83p. And if we go to Sorare data, there's certain players, especially in the Premier League, that I feel like are just decent. 57 and it's like come on, that's just a solid score that I'm gonna get each week. Pretty much. Like 76, I got a 77 in a 3-1 loss, 2-1 loss, and he gets less. No, that was a 2-1 win, and he got less points. So that doesn't really make much sense to me. I bought, obviously, if we go back to Sorare, I did buy Aaron Ramsdale because he's so cheap, and you know I just wanted a goalkeeper to throw in there. I signed Muric as well, thinking he was Ipswich's starter, not realising they've signed a new goalkeeper. So that's why this team, because I wanted to sell him whilst I could get out. How much is he going for now? He was, I think I sold him for about £2.50. I was buying him for like £3 or something. In hindsight, that makes sense why he was so cheap. But yeah, 180. So I sold him at the right time. I didn't win anything with the team. But anyway, let's go back to building next week's team. So Premier League, I have picked up, it saved all the squads here, but it's just me throwing them together. I have picked up a few more players. If we build the first team to begin with, I do just want to get the, at the moment, because I've not put a lot on, I put, what, 140 quid on. If I can just grind out some essence and, you know, hopefully get some cards to build up my collection, because I have very, very few cards. If we look here, there's a gallery, I've bought a few. I'll talk you through some of these in a bit, but no one probably cares anyway, so let's go to next week. Team A, goalkeeper. So I've signed 3. I signed 2 classics because they were just so expensive and I wasn't 100% sure who to go for. Mark Flecken, has probably got the best. I mean, he gets decent XP bonus anyway, and he probably has the best fixture of the three. I'm going to the Bournemouth game this weekend, so part of me just wants to put in Zabarnyi, and I think he is. I've always been really confused as to why people go for Howson over Zabarnyi. Zabarnyi is the better player of the two, but he's not even that much older. But for some reason, everyone just gets so excited about Dean Howson. Don't get me wrong, I love them both, but okay. And then we're looking at the midfielders. Again, this is a collection we've got. It's literally between Eze and Idrissa Gana Gueye, and I don't think I want to put Gana Gueye in with Flecken. I know obviously their scores are probably somewhat unrelated to how they do to each other, so we're going to go for Eze. I do have a Mark Guehi, who I think was a nice little cheap pickup. I'm going to put them two in the hope that both of them do well, and I kind of just want to build up the... I could buy another Crystal Palace player to probably just get that to the collection bonus to 2%. I should probably get Bournemouth ones as well, but with the Premier League ones, I'm kind of thinking, do I want to go all in it, or just keep what I've got, add a bit here and there, and see it out to the end of the season, because obviously MLS is the one that everyone's excited for. So I'll get through this and then we'll go through MLS in a minute. Alex Iwobi, Wolves versus Fulham. I think that's the best score, and I'm not going to put any player that's against Bournemouth this weekend. Let's go for Zabarnyi. I think he's going to have a decent game. Oh, I'm doing the wrong game week. That's probably why. Because I want to do this one. That is completely wrong. That is why. Yeah, so let's go back to this. Leicester Brentford, yeah, 100% he's starting. I think it doesn't change. We're playing Wolves at home. Fulham Palace. Maybe go Idrissa Gana Gueye then. For the Everton link. Fulham Palace. And then for the extra. Because I want to keep Eze and Guehi together. Evan Nilsson's not going to play. I picked him up as an investment because I thought that'd be a good shout. Maybe we go for... Maybe we go for... I guess it's kind of unrelated to how they do, so... If I went Eze and Guehi, they're probably the best players. And it won't be as much as he is a forward. He isn't really... Again, I'm going to go Zaba. That's the first lineup. All 90% as well. Because I don't want any DMPs. Let's go for the second lineup. I think Ramsdale's got to be the worst goalkeeper here, so we're going to have to go for Bernd Leno. If there's any cheap players that I could pick up, I'd love to know, because I don't have many at all. I could just go for the Brighton stack here. João Pedro 11%. Is João Pedro really not expected to start? How much has he played? Has he got a knock or something? SO5 scores. Oh, he was on the bench against Chelsea. But he's played all before that. Plays the centre mid. We'll go for it. As long as he gets some minutes, which I think he will, then I'm okay with that. I do have a Danny Welbeck actually, which I will use. He did alright for me last week with the 2 assists, so I can't knock it. And then for the midfielder, we just need... Idrissa Gana Gueye is probably the best bet. Unless I want to go Lewis Cook, but I think Gueye's got a better shot. Who'd we captain here though? Surely a clean sheet against Southampton. So we'll go for that as the second lineup. And for the third, it's literally just throwing together the scraps that we've got. Bednarek, cheap, solid. Hopefully we'll get some points. Who have we got here to play? Lewis Cook. He's... Again, I don't understand Sorare and the way it works, because I've always thought Lewis Cook has been a quality player. He just doesn't get played. Beto and Jed Spence. Jed Spence against... Oh, Jed Spence has got a good fixture though. But who would I put him instead of? Let's put him instead of João Pedro. Switch Danny Welbeck. No, I'm going to keep it like this. You're going to back. Oh, I can feel it. Look, he's done well in his last few. So, okay, so that's the Premier League one done as well. We could do this one. I'll do that later. I did throw together. I don't know why, and I think I may just sell him. I was like, oh, if I diversify, you know, I may do a bit better. So I decided to pick up a La Liga squad and a literally one like overperforming cheap player in each position. We'll throw it together and see how it does this weekend. I'm not expecting much from it. Danny Rama can get that. Cool. And then if we go to the Bundesliga, I did the same for this. Nordi Mukiele, I've looked at his stats and I thought he would be a starter, but I'm not going to buy anyone else. I have signed a couple more players. Jens Stage was injured. I picked him up cheap, I think, for what his scores have been. And if we go to the last 6 months, let's have a look. Yeah. Again, instant buy, that isn't what I paid for him because I had market credit. So I paid about £2 for him. Maybe we can go back up to where he was, but he just looks like a decent midfielder. I'll get a few quid for him. Nothing major. He can go in there. I bought Cram Richardson one because I got this card, Vasilj. I got him pretty cheap on another instant buy. What did I pay for him? I paid £13.45, so I paid what? £6-ish, and he's at £9. So again, if we can just sell him for that, I'm pretty happy, and then I can put that into the MLS, which is kind of what I'm thinking of doing. We're going to back you to have a good game. Why not? But I've got a few Mainz players, even though he's St. Pauli. Ignore what I've just said. I do have a couple of Mainz players. I put together this squad as well. They all look like they'll do alright. But I am really thinking of selling these two. Now, MLS is the one because it's so expensive. And I don't know much about it. I'm really looking forward to watching it and learning it. So I'm tempted to just stick to Premier League and MLS and sell everything in between. But yeah. I picked up some Dallas players because I saw a YouTube video and some guy said they thought they'd have a decent season. I saw some guy predict them second as well, which everyone was slating. So yeah, let's go through this. Now, we don't have a Dallas goalkeeper because I just signed literally these three. You know what? We'll come back to this one. We'll start with the first squad because I know who's going to be in goal for that. The first team here, we're going to go for Brad Stuver. Do you want to go Dario Zuparic? I've signed a few Portland Timber players. I picked up an Ashley Westwood because I don't know why I saw him for £1.80 and I was like, I love this man. So we went with him. Absolutely stupid decision, but oh well. The thing is, so many of these players that I've got are just not expected to start. Robin Lod I picked up for cheap because I thought he'd be okay. Diego Chara as well. Let's go for the Portland Timber players here. Lachlan Brook, and then we did sign Felipe Mora as well, so it's kind of a Portland Timbers looking lineup. We have a look at Portland Timbers. I may see if there's any other cheap players as well. I don't know how I'm expecting them to do because, like I said, I don't really know anything about the league. Yeah, from what I've seen, Portland apparently about mid-table, probably Dallas as well. These will be near the bottom, and that's about all I really know. I mean, I'm sure I'll find out quite a bit from watching it, but let's go for the extra player. Let's go for Robin Lod. I picked him up too with that extra player because I was just looking at his scores. Brad, you're going to have a good game. You're going to keep a clean sheet. I can feel it. And I think home advantage will be a big thing. So hopefully Portland can pull that out of the bag. If we have a quick look at some of them, because I saw their prices and I was like, you seem okay for what I paid. Robin Lod, people were going on about, like, last 15 haven't been great, but last 40 look better. Obviously when you factor them out. I don't, like, his scores are very, if he can just get rid of some of these, then we're laughing. Like these here. If you can have this kind of a run, I'm happy as anything. Again, I got him for a good price because I bought him on... Go on. No. Yeah, I bought him on public offer actually, £7.27, so I didn't get him that good a deal. But I'm happy with it. We'll see how he does. Right, let's go for the Dallas team next. Brad Guzan, yeah, definitely. He's already renewed. Abubakar, we have Delgado. So I picked up Delgado because I thought he would start, but I mean, 21-year-old. I don't know anything about Anderson Julio, and these are just literally the cheapest Dallas players that I could get a hold of. There was one more. There should be 4. Kamunga, that's it. Who do I think is going to have the best game? Probably, we just got to go Brad Guzan. Feel like he'll do okay. And then for the final squad, I'm just going to throw one together with, like, Daniel I picked up again really, really cheap. If we have a look here. What did I pay for him? Paid £3.93 and he's already at £5.33, so... Yeah, I think goalkeeper prices will come down when the streak event finishes. I'm not that interested in it because I can't really afford to, and the players that I've got aren't gonna do it. Give you some suggestions. Let's have a look. Who could be some interesting players? Jordi Alba will be nice, but I can't afford him. Yeah, some of these are 0%, so it's like Claudio Bravo. I've seen quite a few people talk about him, but again, the fact he's not starting is interesting. Particularly looking for Dallas and maybe some Portland Timber Boys. Any more? Some good scores here. No, Addison Malanda. I was looking at picking one of him up because I do quite like Charlotte. Tim Ream. Tim Ream could be a good pickup actually. Anyway, I'm not going to buy anyone else until this weekend is over. I just stick with what I've got for now. Raheem Edwards, the only one that's guaranteed to start, so what forwards have we got? I don't think I've got any decent forwards to use. Lockton Brook. Yeah, I'm so short on players that it's difficult. Look here. Derek Jones is the only one that I've got that's expected to start. I picked up these for some... I got him for free. Derek Jones will go for, again, if he plays, that's great, but if not, the end of the world. And then one last striker, or one extra player I should say. So I signed Peltola because I was thinking he was going to get in there, but I've seen a lot about how DC United are going to be the worst team in the league, so I won't go for him. Can't use Ashley Westwood, sadly. Insigne or Udvig? Insigne will come on. I know he's not going to start, but he should come on. Again, we're just going to captain the goalkeepers because they're the best players that we've got. Let's get rid of that. Yeah, these are the lineups that we've got. Again, it's about looking for some... I'm going to focus majority of the attention to the MLS. So if we have a quick look here... Actually... It's difficult because I don't think the pick scores are out for the week after, or they won't be yet. I don't care what all-star we want, MLS. I don't necessarily want a forward. I just want someone who's decently priced. If we have a look here at the latest valuations. I've seen a lot about Joveljic. 56. Did he play last night? I think he did. Yeah, he did. Didn't he? He'll quite often have a 30, but then when he does do alright, he's up here. I guess he does score. Serbian, 25. Has he just moved? Yeah, he has just moved. So maybe then it's worth just keeping out of the way. Because Sporting Kansas City, is it? I think it is. I don't think they're going to be as good as LA Galaxy. I could be completely wrong and absolutely waffling, but who have we got here? Menka and Ellie. Julio Ortiz as well for Portland. Let's have a look at both of these. A midfielder for Salt Lake. The other thing I was thinking is it worth picking up some rares and giving it a shot? But I think it's just worth now, whilst I learn the game, just putting my money into these. He looks consistent, but he's always 50. He had a good game against Austin. He only played 45 minutes. 90, 45. Yeah, he looks like someone that... He could be one to watch, but again, I don't know how good Salt Lake are going to be. Julio Ortiz. He looks nice. He's got a bit more about him. This looks like a good run of form here. If we look at the last year, 50 to 60, 12 times. To be fair, he was below that more, and he had a few DMPs. I'm guessing that was injuries, to be fair. He could be one to watch out for. Again, I'm not going to sign anyone till after the game week. We've obviously got a midweek Premier League game. I'm guessing it's midweek Premier League here, and then it's no... What else is there? Literally just Premier League. Kind of nice, so I can focus on that. And then... 28 to 24 is... I'm guessing there's no Premier League. Yeah, there's La Liga, there's Bundesliga, so no MLS. Doesn't seem right. Let's have a look. 24. No, there should be. Well, we'll go for that one as well. Charlotte, Atlanta. But yeah, this weekend I definitely am going to watch the Portland-Vancouver game. That's 9 o'clock on Sunday night. It's a 9:30 game tomorrow. That could be good. These, is there any? Obviously, Miami, New York City is a nice game. I would watch Dallas, but not at that time of the morning. And then over here we've got Charlotte versus Atlanta. Atlanta, not Atalanta, sorry. And then that game. I could watch both of them, to be fair. And then on the Sunday... Oh, there's a Monday morning game. There's no early kickoffs on the Sunday. Oh well. But yeah, that's kind of just what I'm thinking. Obviously, if anyone's got any suggestions for nice cheap players, that would be great, just because I want to see what's there. But yeah, I may just give an update every so often on what's going on, and hopefully see if I get any rewards. Maybe I'll do a series from time to time, who knows. Anyway, thank you everyone for watching, and I'll see you in a bit.